Hey everybody, it came from Tubi. So Tubi is a great streaming site, but it also makes original movies, and it's our job to watch them. So this week, the movie was Tarot Curse, a movie about tarot, Jared. What'd you expect? All
What did
right.
I expect from it?
Yeah, did it deliver what you expected?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, so let's get into the movie. Starts off at this nice house, and we hear a guy in the house, and he's like, "We did it. We are rich. You
We sold
know,
the company.
we sold a company." It
And
sounds
then it
very
and then he's like, I love you. And I was like, oh, I thought he was talking to like a
his
business
partner. So
partner, yeah.
yeah, he might have. Sounds very Birdemic, like that Rod part where we sold the company for $1 million. Sounds very much like that. Um, and then some shenanigans start happening. Look at how many lights he has on in this house, but they all turn off.
He needs to be rich. Look at all that electricity waste.
He had the back door open with the air conditioner probably just flying out. Uh, he sees this car and it starts moving. He's like, "Ooh, that's kind of creepy." And he keeps going, "Hello, hello, anyone there?" The car like drives itself and it goes down the
Did
stairs.
he already grab the knife?
He has the knife in his hand. And the car gets like he's looking at the car and it just gets like taken away and he's like, "Oh, what is that?" So he goes down to investigate and then he trips and he accidentally stabs himself right in the gut. Poor guy. And he's gonna reach out for help. He's like, help me!" And he sees this towel in his bag. I think he's trying to get his cell phone or something. Maybe it's in
That
there.
guy doesn't look like he goes bowling.
I know, huh? That guy does not look like. And that bowling ball looks weird, but he
I know, it's
pulls
just like a matte black.
he pulls down the ball, and the ball squishes his face, where his like head explodes. I can't show it, but just take our word for it. I don't
Also,
think
what the heck is his card?
I don't remember. Do you?
They even tell you?
I don't know. They showed it. I don't remember.
Oh, they did.
um, I don't think a bowling ball could make your head explode. I mean, it probably would crush your face and break your
He's got
skull.
the rare like 50-pound
The 50
bowling
pound
ball.
ball just destroys his face. Um, Also, who is this guy?
He has no relevance to the rest of the movie.
Is he a random guy? Is he the girl's dad? Is he that
Oh, is
is
it?
I don't know. Is he that lady's brother? I don't know. We don't know. We're not told who this guy is. All right, so Tarot Curse. This is the title card. I don't think that was his card because someone else got that. All right, so we meet our final girl. Her name is Tara, and she's talking to the deacon, and
This
he's
is the
like,
youngest deacon I've ever seen.
I know, a young successful deacon. Um, and he tells her that your writing has no life, fool. And she's like, "Well, excuse me, that's kind of rude because my dad died, and you're bringing up life when he has death. So now I'm sad." So yeah, Tara is sad because her dad died. So then we get to meet the rest of the crew, which they call themselves the crew, which I have a problem with, but we'll get to that. She gets a text from her mom. She's like, "Don't worry." She's going out of town, and the mom's like, "How long are you gonna be gone?" And she's like, "I left cash for pizza." So the mom can't feed herself. That's what we learned from this.
Is the mom like just, do they mention why she needs
Yeah,
the daughter to?
she says that the mom hasn't recovered from the dad dying,
Hmm.
so she's a mess. So she got to take care of her, and she can't even order pizza for herself. Then we meet Chloe. Chloe's an overachieving swimmer who's
But
trying to
she's slow.
she's trying to get her time down by 5 seconds. And the coach is like, "Chloe, get out of here, take a break." And
Those
Chloe,
times are not true because when she's in the pool,
Mhm.
it looks like
Yeah, she's not a very good
it'd be
swimmer.
like 2 minutes or something like
Yeah,
that.
she's not a very good swimmer. Um, So our teacher's like, "You need a break. Get out of here. You're terrible."
She calls her a freak. She's like, go hang out like real kids do, you psycho.
So we have two teachers already telling the kids that they're terrible and stuff. And this guy's name is Jared. You're helping me out, Jared. What is his name?
Oh, that guy?
Yeah,
Uh,
Jordan.
Jordan.
Jordan is his name. It looks like he's peeing, but he's not peeing. He just took a big old smell of some like flour that was on the table. You catch my drift, and he's dealing it to other kids who are probably
We
in the
need to bake
bakery.
bread.
Yeah, they're in the bakery class, so he deals them their flour.
It's like that scene on Dexter. I can't wait to be rolling in that dough.
So you had a problem because he looks 14 and he doesn't need to do the supply.
He's not like a dude in the 80s. He's got plenty of energy. He's like 14.
He's never heard "Don't get high on your supply." Someone forgot to tell him that.
He's probably watched Breaking Bad. He knows.
So this is the crew. This is
I
the
don't
group.
like that they spell it with a K.
Yeah, this is the group chat. No teenagers would call it the crew. They wouldn't spell it with a K. This is obviously an
They don't play
adult.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, this is obviously an adult who wrote this. Um, you know, kids would have something offensive like the
Yeah,
retards or something like that. So we didn't believe this at all.
the sleuts just
So the guy in the back is our next guy. His name is Preston, right?
yeah, it just said on the list.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, and that's who texted
Oh,
Jordan.
Preston texted him. So he's the geek because he loves old horror movies, and that's his personality.
He's like Okarun. He loves all the occult stuff. Because on
Yeah,
the trip, he's
true.
like, we need to go see some voodoo. We need to see some lady, whatever her name is. I always
Yeah,
forget.
yeah. So he's the Okaroon of the group. This is Quinn. What kind of name is Quinn for a girl? I don't know.
And Kyle,
And Kyle, Quinn and Kyle, and their personality is that they're boyfriend and girlfriend.
the better couple.
And she's a cheerleader, and that's about it for Quinn.
That's all we have to say.
So this is our group. They're headed out for their senior trip.
And it's
They,
kind of like they used to be closer friends,
yeah,
but
they used
she
to be
got popular.
kindergarten friend, and yeah, and Tara like hates her for it. And they might be the
She called her a whore because she's dressed like that at a Catholic school or whatever.
yeah, and they might be the most diverse friend group ever, or a Power Rangers cast. We don't know. You can decide for yourself.
Or Rings of Power.
So they're all gonna go down to New Orleans for a trip.
Well, that's like a not a teenager place, I feel like that's like
Uh,
25.
yeah, adults don't let your teens go to North. That's not a good place for them. You think they'd be hitting the beach, but this is probably too far from the beach.
Oh,
Um,
I did want to look up where they started off because
it's got to be
it's got to be
Louisiana.
close. Yeah,
Yeah,
because they're like,
they're
we'll be back.
driving distance. They take this big old turd, the turbo turd or whatever they. I can't remember what they
So
call it.
yeah, something rolling turd like RV. Do you think that man in the beginning would have something like that? Because she says she
No,
inherited it from her.
she did. Tara said that.
Yeah.
No, I don't. That man in the beginning doesn't look like a bowler or a turd driver.
Well, a bowler would drive that, but
Yes, a bowler would drive. Maybe the dad was the one on the phone when she sold the car. No, I don't.
he didn't die.
This is a mystery. So Preston's like, I made your hat. Tara doesn't
That
talk a lot. Well, she
no.
does, but she's got the same problem the last girl had. She goes a while without talking. um,
That was pretty cringy when he's like, "Hey, I made you this hat."
yeah.
I was like, "What a nerd, dude!" Like
Well,
a
he's the
hat.
geek, man. He's the geek of
But
the group.
he later on redeems himself. But like this, I was like, "Yeah, what are you doing?"
I don't like this. Okay, so they get in the car, they start driving. Like we said, Tara and Quinn kind of hate each other, and no one knows why. Um,
Oh yeah, and what's her name? What is the other girl's name?
Chloe.
Chloe? She's
Yeah.
like, oh, I forgot snacks.
Yeah. So he's like, no
And he's
problem.
like, Twinkies.
No, he starts making chips rain from the sky. So they'll get some chips, and Quinn's like, are these or oh here it is. Any fat free options? And Tara's like, what does she's like, you witch. she in there's
Even
like
later on, the dude's like, I know you don't eat fat-free stuff.
mm-hmm.
So everyone knows she's full of it.
But Tara really jumps down her throat for saying that. She's like,
Well, this is her birthday. She doesn't want fat-free options. She wants Twinkies and chips.
so these two have a discussion because remember everyone's been friends for a long time, and she's like,
No, it's because he
dude,
was snorting coke in the back.
yeah, and she's like, dude, you're not supposed to do your own supply, and he's like, shut up, and then she's like,
He's like, shut up, I'm part of the Jonas Brothers, mother flipper.
and she's
And
like,
she's like, you're gonna get it for doing your
no,
supply.
no, she's like, you're not gonna get into college, and he's like, dude,
Oh
I don't
yeah.
even want to go to college. That's a bad financial decision. By the time you graduate, I'm gonna have two houses, and she's like, oh, that's a good point. Um, so then, why do I always forget that Jordan hands out the fake IDs, which will come up a little bit later.
He
And
gave
Chloe,
her a 39-year-old
yeah,
fat ladies, and she's
she's
like,
like,
oh.
147 pounds. What's wrong with you? So random, uh,
I don't remember
road,
that dead deer.
yeah, random roadkill in the movie. I don't think they planned this. I think they just saw roadkill and they're like,
They're
drive by
like,
that.
they're like, it's tarot curse. We need that.
Yeah, they're like footage. Get it.
They zoom in.
There's like a card in the deer.
What was his sin?
So Jordan's handing out some gummy bears, some organic gummy bears, and Tara's like, "No, I can't have that. I'm driving." And then Quinn's like, "I'll take some gummy bears," and Chloe's like, "I can't have gummy bears. I'm a swimmer, so don't gummy bear and drive, people." They get to New Orleans. Hey, Jared, we've been there.
Hmm.
Looks very familiar. So sadly, they can only get into the kids' bar because their IDs don't work on
It
all
was
the
like the
good
old
bars.
people bar.
Yeah, their fake IDs don't work on real bars. They only work on this like child's bar, and they all get fruity drinks. And Jordan's real sad, but Preston's like, "No, man, we can go see some cool ghost stuff."
I
And
don't
he's
want
like,
to drink all weekend anyway. Let's go
"Yeah,
see some creepy crap.
let's go get some education." And then enter this guy,
The happiest man.
the happiest voodoo man you've ever seen. He just starts cracking up,
There's a
and
scene where he lasts for like a minute straight, and I'm like, man,
mhm.
he is one happy guy.
He's a happy man. And he tells them, live life and drink and be merry and stuff
I
like that. And they're like, okay.
was
So
like, come to my shop.
they all start drinking and having a good old time. The drinks turn purple. Did you notice that?
I didn't notice that.
They turn
Purple
purple.
drinks.
Purple drink. Hey, look, they sell Topo Chico there. So he takes them out. And he's like, "Hey, you want to see some real New Orleans?" And they're like, "Yeah." They're all bugging out.
And how they said.
So he takes them out to the shop, and
I
Chloe's
thought they
like,
were getting tattoos. I didn't see reading. I just saw neon. I was like, are they getting tattoos or
"They're gonna
something?
get some tats." So they're gonna. He takes them down there, and he's like, go down there. You get a reading. Chloe's like, "I'm not sure about this, guys. I
The
think we should
first voice of
go."
reason's like, this seems kind of sketchy.
Yeah. And Jordan's like, "No, it'll be great,
Don't
man."
ruin the mood. Her dad died. Just go with it.
And it's her birthday. Uh, oh, it's not her birthday. Never mind.
It is her birthday.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because she had the hat. Oh, so it's a senior trip birthday.
It all
Uh,
fell under the perfect time.
Okay, they enter and they see this very scary lady, and they're like, "Oh, that's fine."
Yeah, I'd back up and be like, oh.
So they all sit down. I kind of skipped a lot of this part because it's kind of boring, but she's like, they're like, "Oh, you're probably a hack and you want money," and she's like, "Oh, I'm not a hack, and
She
I
is
want,
a hack though.
I want
She
more than
doesn't
money."
she doesn't even give him a reading. She
I don't
reads
think
one
she knows how to give a reading.
because they're like she's like, what is your deal? Like
Yeah,
what do you want in life? And that she's like, I
it's
want to swim fight, yes.
she's
And
like
she's
an
like
evil genie. She's just
so she
asking what
just
their
she
wish
pulls
is.
like the relevant card and just like that's you.
Yeah.
And that's not how that works. I would have
She's
been like, you're a hack, lady.
yeah, so let's see if we can remember the wishes. Chloe wants to get that 5 seconds.
Yeah.
That's all she wants. That's all she
She
cares
wants
about.
to actually swim good.
Yeah. And Jordan's like, money? And she's like, don't lie to
Don't lie
me.
to me.
And he's like, I want love. Because he's
Love.
secretly in love
And then the
with
rest of the
Queen.
tale's like,
Yeah.
nerd.
He's secretly in love with Queen, but Ryan has Queen, so he's
Not
sad.
Ryan, Kyle.
Kyle. Why did I say Ryan? Ryan was the guy from the last movie that got his face
Oh
scraped off.
yeah.
Okay, Quinn wants
She wants to be like
she
feel self-worth because
yeah,
she's never good enough.
no, she wants to stop being a people pleaser.
That's what she says later, but right here she says, I want to be good enough.
Yeah, some of their wishes are very esoteric. You're like, what? How is she going to grant this stuff? They even say in the
Oh,
movie.
that's true, but then they do grant it in like the stupidest way later.
Preston wants to be popular,
He
and
just
then
wants some ladies for himself.
yeah, man, and then Tara wants to feel like herself again because she got no heart. She writes with
She's
no
just
life.
about facts and stuff. She
Yeah,
doesn't care
man.
about the juicy deets.
And then she seals it
And then
all
she's
with
like, "Oh,
some
that's
blood.
nice, blood sacrifice or blood ritual."
And they're like, ah!
Crazy old lady.
I also have to mention this. They notice that she's like chained to the table because that comes up later.
Was she?
A lot later. Yeah, her foot's
Hmm.
like chained to the table. So they.
Oh, that she like rubs that one
Oh,
girl's
yeah.
arm,
She rubs the blood on Tara's arm. That seems very dangerous, and you wouldn't want that to happen.
and then they're like on drugs for the rest of the
Yeah,
trip
they
because they're like, "I don't remember crap."
Yeah, they're like, I don't remember what just happened. And that he's like, that's a sign of a good trip.
It's,
Because they all
a
wake up at
druggie
home.
would say that.
So they wake up back at the school, and they're like, let's
I
never
don't
talk
want to
about
go to
this.
school. They're like me every Sunday night. Like, I don't want to go back to work.
And they're all like, let's never talk about this again. And they're like, deal.
Oh yeah, because Preston's like, are we just not going to talk about what happened?
And Tara's weird at this part because she's just like staring with this weird face on her, or this weird look on her face. I don't know what is going through her mind. She's like, yeah, I hate my friends or something. And then the Power Rangers disperse to go do their Power Ranger things. So first up, we get Quinn reunites with Kyle and they smooch and Preston's like, "Hey, remember that project we got to do or something like?" And Kyle's like, "Get out of here, man! We don't want you here. Get
You're a freaking nerd. I hate you. And then he's
yeah."
like, and then she gets mad. She's like, you're an a-hole. And he's like, it was a prank. I was joking. And
It's
it's like,
weird.
the heck? That's not a joke.
But for some reason, Sarah, who's this other cheerleader, she kind of notices. She's
Not
like,
right
"That
now. She calls him a, what does she call him?
at this part."
Yeah, she calls him, she makes fun of him right here.
Oh, so it hasn't kicked in yet.
It hasn't kicked in yet.
She's like, "That guy's got tall hair." Yeah, so this is where she's like, "You're a a-hole," and he's like,
And
"What?
he's like, what's
What?"
wrong, baby?
He's like, "What?" We get a random shot of a Cracker Barrel entrance,
I don't remember that shot at all.
and then so they're talking about like, "Oh, what if our like dreams come true?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'll be popular." I just really like this look he gives. He's like, "Yeah."
Is that where they have the announcement on the speaker or the
Hmm.
PA? Or
Yeah,
the
about the homecoming or prom.
And he's like, because they announced his name.
And
And he's
he's
like,
like,
"What the
"What
heck?"
the heck?"
Everyone in school's like, the hell?"
All throughout the halls, you just hear them. What? He's like, "Yeah, I will be king."
I am cool.
So Chloe's in the pool, and we get this montage of her trying to get those 5 seconds. So it doesn't seem like the cards helped her. She just did it through
Yeah, it did look like
determination.
she just did it herself. Because it's like an hour of practice. I thought it was gonna be like she did it that time, but she does it like 4 or 5 times. I'm like, geez, she's never getting.
Yeah.
Not even tarot cards can help her.
And she finally does it. Like we said, she doesn't look like she can swim very fast. Fortunately, the actress doesn't look like she can swim very fast.
Even the push off the wall was slow. I was like, the heck?
And
Why did they just get like a double for real fast?
there was weird cinematography in this. They like lingered on the bottom of her
Like
body when she's
the
in the
kicking.
pool. Yeah, I'm like
Yeah,
what
that
the?
was weird.
I was like, what is going on? Pan up or something. So she like gets all
We
happy.
understand that she has to keep afloat.
She's happy and she did it. So she goes and takes a victory shower. But then her hair starts like,
That's not yet. That's not in
yeah,
the
it does
shower.
happen in the shower.
No,
Well,
she
look,
sits
you can
down.
see it right there.
No. Oh, yeah.
It moves for the first time. She's
It
like, what the
moves,
heck?
yeah.
She's like, what the heck? And then
Then she
this
wipes the
part's,
mirror off and she's like, "What the hell?"
yeah. And then I thought it would be funny if instead of like a handprint down there, it just like wiped the smudge back on or the fog back on. Missed opportunity. Join DP's swim team, Jared.
Deacon,
What is DP?
the Deacon police.
Deacon. Yeah, so like we said, she sits in the bathroom, but then her hair
Who is she
starts.
texting? Isn't she texting one of them?
Is she?
Oh, she's texting the group. She's like, "I made the 4 or the
Oh
5 minutes."
yeah, I did that time. Now to do the crime. Her hair starts pulling out of her head, and
Yeah.
it looks pretty like gruesome because it looks like it's gonna pull her scalp off.
The lady, or I don't know if she's a lady or just another student that
Oh
like
yeah,
runs the
at the desk.
security. Yeah. She's just jamming out, has her headphones like both on. Like usually at work you have one off so you can listen for stuff. She's just jamming,
She's jamming,
and then
man.
the other girl's like screaming her face off. She's like,
Yeah, she was probably a studio employee because she dressed like one. She don't care. She's screaming her head
she's not
off,
paid for that.
and then she runs to the pool, but the door won't open. And then I couldn't get a clear picture of it, but it says chariot supplies because she was the chariot card,
Oh my God.
and this is the pool cleaner, and then it just impales her. So yeah, you could tell they kind of just put her arm around.
There's not even like a sharp edge to the handle.
No.
It's just a like a blunt handle,
Yep,
and it
no.
just goes right through her somehow.
It's right through her. Poor Chloe has died.
But hey, she made the time.
And then apparently Quinn is a nurse.
I,
She's like
I
a
don't
nurse's
understand.
aide.
I don't understand because don't I feel like you have to be older than that, don't you?
I think she's just like an assistant or something like that.
Mm.
Just gets the jellos for
I
some
was
reason.
confused. I thought that was a different girl at first. I was like, oh, she can't, because I was like, that's got to be someone else because it's got to be like a nurse. And then
Hmm.
she's like, you can't be in here.
Yeah,
I
so
was
she
like, what the heck?
grabs him and puts him in the closet, and then he's like, I just
Oh yeah,
love
he
you,
starts
man."
crying at this part. I was like, what a weenie. Go back to Kyle because this man's a wimp.
He's like, I just love you, man. I can't stand it anymore. And she's like, you can't love me. You don't
I
know how
lo
to love. You're a druggie.
I
Druggies
that was
can't
pretty
love.
that was pretty mean. Um, I was so like disappointed in him right here. I was like, what a wimp, dude. Like,
Mhm.
go to Kyle's a great boyfriend.
Yeah, she's like, you can't love. You're a druggie. And she's like, you don't want me because I'm not a real person. Basically, what she says.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, have you seen this?
And then he's like, what can I gotta give her something. Like he's
Yeah.
like, I guess this.
He's like, I've had this forever. And she's like, I don't want that. But
I'll
she
always
gives
be with you. This is the symbol of my love.
my Boy Scout medal.
I don't know what the hell it is.
So he gives her that. But then his supplier texts him and he's like, you owe me, man.
Why
Didn't
does
have
he
the
have
mustache.
his? I feel like you wouldn't have your supplier as just Derek. I
Derek,
feel like it'd be
Derek the
like
supplier.
I feel like it would be like the plug or like something like that or
Look at
like
the face.
eh, she doesn't love me. Those cards are stupid.
This guy, I really thought I knew him from something. He was on Ironheart, but I don't even remember watching that part on Ironheart. um,
Yeah, I don't
he looked
remember
really
seeing him.
familiar. Yeah, he was at MIT with her, like at the very beginning,
Uh,
but I don't remember him. Hey, Jerry, we finally get our rose ceremony.
only took 4 movies.
So they're at Chloe's funeral. Chloe didn't want to go, and she died first. But she did have like the most shallow request, like the easiest request. So yeah, they're at the funeral. Tara, I think she was there, right? Because they say she wasn't there, but she's like off in
She's
the
like far
distance.
off, Leah.
Yeah, because they're like, "Why didn't you go?" And I'm like, "She did go. She was just off in the distance." This lady comes and picks a rose, and Preston's like, "What? What is this lady?
Who are you?
I thought we all knew each other."
I thought this was just the student time.
Yeah, so this is the part where they're like, "Oh, when did you come, Tara?" And she's like, "My dad died. I don't know if you know, but my dad died, and I just don't like funerals." And they're like, "Dang." And he's like drinking wine, and he's got a weird shaped head. So they're in a car. I don't remember how they got to the car, but
She just
Quinn,
like
yeah,
hops in there.
he's just like sitting in his car, and then Quinn runs and gets in, and she's like, "I do love you," and he's like, "Yay!"
Oh no, she's like,
She's
I
like, "I
broke up
broke
with
up with
Kyle this
Kyle," and he's like,
morning.
"I don't know what to do."
He's like, cha-ching.
He's like, I shouldn't celebrate, but I want to. So yeah, they're like, "I think I do love you," and they're like, "Yeah," suck on each other's faces. So
This is when she's
Sarah,
like, "Oh, you're pretty sexy."
yeah, she's like, "I didn't know you were the hottest guy in school." Or no, he's like, "Why are you walking with me?"
He's
She's like,
listening to his weed music, and then
"Yeah."
she's like, "Oh, you're kind of hot."
Is that bump of chicken? I think that's really hot. He's like, "What the heck is going on?"
You watch Spy Family? She's like, "What's that?" And he's like, "Oh,
He almost has a heart attack.
yeah."
The man almost has. Tara's on the case, even though she doesn't really say she is. Or she hardly talks. And then they all come in. He's like, "Whoa, I just got asked to the prom. Those two are look at Jordan's a prep now. All of a sudden,
He's so clean now. He doesn't do
he
drugs.
doesn't do drugs. Aren't we good?"
This is where it started to make me mad because he's like, dude, things are being too coincidental with the weekend we had. And they're like,
Yeah,
you're stupid.
yeah. They're pretty. You're so stupid, Preston. He's like, "Really, guys? I don't think it's a coincidence." It
It
gets
was
worse.
very specific how she died and like I'm now popular. And they're
Yeah,
like, you're crazy. You just
and
have confidence now. And it's like, no.
it's kind of a coincidence. Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, you were always cool. You just needed confidence." And they're like, "What?" It gets worse though.
It
And then
does
they're
get worse.
they're like, "Hey, want to have a ramen and romance night or something?"
Oh, ramen and
Yeah,
rom-coms.
ramen and
I would
rom
love
com.
that.
And they like, we gotta talk. Jordan is Jordan the one that doesn't like rom coms?
No, he has
Oh,
something to
it's
do with
Preston.
Dean.
Yeah, he's got extra credit because now he's a great guy, great scholar. And I think Preston is the one that doesn't like rom coms because
Yeah.
he's too young for
He's
them.
all about the occult.
And
He's like, no horror movies?
Preston's like, "Give me that arm," and she's like, "Oh, it's a rash." It's like
That's not a
that's.
rat. It's like bubbling up. It's like, what the?
He's like, "That's where the lady smeared blood on
That,
you." And
that looks like a burn, not a rash.
I know, and she's like, "It's a rash." Shut up, Preston.
Everyone has this once in a while.
You and your conspiracies, Preston. Get out of here. The supplier
Derek!
comes, Derek. He's like, "Where's my money, man?" Because
Mm-mm.
Jordan's out there late. doing extra credit.
He's an old-fashioned classic dealer because he comes with the lead pipe and he's like, "Where's my money?"
And
And
he's
he's like,
like,
"I'll get
I'll
your
get
money."
it.
He's like, "Why don't you have my money?"
Yeah, and he's like, I'll get it, man. I'm just having my friend died, okay? I had to buy
I,
roses for the
that
funeral.
was stupid. It was like a dealer's gonna be like, "Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry
I
for
didn't
your
know it's like
loss.
that."
So I start chasing him, and then the trophies start flying out. It was kind of weird. I don't know why
He
the trophy.
like demolishes his knee.
He does. They run by Kyle, and he's like, "Help me, Kyle! He's gonna kill me!" And Kyle's like, "You took my love."
But then he like gets possessed. I guess um the card reader
Yeah.
didn't have faith in Derek, I guess? Because like Derek's doing fine. He's obviously gonna kill him.
Well, I think it was because they got the lover's card, so he had to get killed by a lover.
But then Derek was just a happy
Derek's,
accident. You
yeah,
could have saved on
Derek was just there to slow him down. uh, Jordan grabs one of those decorative knives because I
DP. Is that
guess
like Harry Potter stuff? Is that
I
like
don't
Dumbledore and
Potter. Oh, it's like a Christian school, but I can't think of anything TP would be. And then he grabs one of the decorative knives that are really sharp.
it's an actual freaking knife. Why would
Yeah.
that be there?
And then Derek's about to do him in, but then Kyle grabs the
He's like,
pipe.
"This is how you do it, fool."
Yeah, he smacks Derek.
Demolishes Derek in the
Derek goes
face.
flying, man. And then Jordan's like, "Oh, thank you, Kyle." And then Kyle stabs
Thanks,
him.
bruh. And then he stabs him in the heart like 80 times.
He's like, "Go DP!" Oh no! Yeah, he stabs him a lot. He's
He's
dead.
like, "You stole my babe."
Poor
And
Derek is like
he's
terrified. He
traumatized.
goes straight, man. He doesn't sell death sticks
He's
anymore.
never done drugs before because he's scared straight.
Yeah, yeah, he goes and he gets his diploma and he becomes a businessman. He does motivational speaking. So Tara is consoling Quinn and she's like, it doesn't make sense. Yes, he was a drug dealer, but he stopped. And
He's
Kyle was an athlete. He would never do drugs. It was like, what? It's like, are you stupid?
and then like, is this when Preston comes? And
Hmm.
he's like, "That's kind of card related." And they're like, "You're so freaking
Yeah.
stupid. Why would you mention that?"
They're like, shut up, Preston, stop it. They're like, get
And he's
out
like,
of
"You
here.
guys are being stupid."
They're like, no, you're the stupid one. So she's like, I believe you. And he's like, who are you? And she's like, I'm just watching. And he's like, you're just watching us all die? And nothing
She's
really
never
comes from.
really explained.
Nope, nothing really comes from that. And then Tara, she's on the case, remember? So she's sneaking into the deacon's room and she pulls up the files so she can watch Chloe die. And she's like, this is very suspicious. It has nothing to do with the cards, but it's very suspicious.
She just got impaled. It's
So she goes and takes the evidence. And then Preston's like, do you see? Do you not see women? Please. And they're still, and she's like, it's a coincidence, but I don't think it has anything to do with the cards. And he's like, what?
a literal ghost just impaled her friend, and then Kyle killed that guy.
And I think they actually found the card from like Jordan's card on the ground. He's like, "Look, there was a card." Um, and they're like, "What do we do?" And Preston's like, "Maybe we should not get what we want." And he's like, "I'm not gonna be king, and you can't do whatever you want, Quinn, because we can't figure out what would Quinn's how they would even fulfill Quinn's request." And he goes and she's
And
like,
she's like, "When are we going to prom?"
"When are you gonna ask me already?" And he's
And
like,
he's like, "I want to, but no."
He's always got these weird pins on his lapel or his jacket.
And he's I like how he's like, "But maybe after the dance
Yeah, and
we
maybe
can
that's
go
so
out."
we can have some fun. And she's like, whatever. And then he comes in and she's
He acts
like,
like he can get around the curse. It's like
yeah. And then she's like, You know what? There is a little bit of evidence that there was some like tarot and murder going on, and he's like, "Yeah, yeah," and she's like, "I still don't think it's connected." He's like, "Dang it!"
Maybe I'll just die to prove it. And then he runs off.
Yeah, and then the deacon comes in, and they talk about like faith and how like if power doesn't come from God and it comes from the other place, and she's like, so he's like, and then she tells him, she's like, we went to New Orleans and we got a tarot reading. Do you think it's trouble? And he doesn't really do anything. He's like, maybe I should call like the Exorcist or something. But no, he just like, you know what? Just have faith and just he just kind of leaves. And I was like, what? You
She
think
starts
it?
that conversation weird because she doesn't mention the weekend first. She's
No.
like, "Do you believe in tarot cards?" And he's like,
Yeah.
I believe no."
He's like, I believe in dark power or dark, magic and stuff like that. He doesn't call the campus exorcist, which you think they'd have on
They
campus,
would
right?
have on staff.
Yeah. So Quinn's at the hospital, and she's like, I got your jello. And she's like, I just want chocolate.
She's obsessed with chocolate.
Yeah. She's like, can I
She's
get some
she's
chocolate?
the fish from SpongeBob. Chocolate. I remember chocolate.
Yeah. And then they talk about being who you want to be. Because she's
No,
like,
she's just like, do you know you're the best person, Quinn? Because most teenagers, they'd be just doing this to get into college, but you're still here.
yeah.
And she's like, I don't think I'm going to
Yeah,
college.
I'm going to take a gap year.
And she's like, you do you, girl. And did I mention how good you are? You're just like the best.
And she's like, do me. I'm do me. I've never heard that before. She's like, I think I will just get you some chocolate. Well, that
Yeah, because she's like, how about that chocolate? She's like, yes.
just bring it now. So apparently that's the curse is she gets chocolate when she's not supposed to. She almost gets run over by this
Well, she
lady in
gets
the
a
cart.
card, like a thank you card from like, I guess all her patients or whatever, like thanking her. So that's just like, that's good enough for your
I can't.
our deal. It,
The tarot cards are just like, you know what? I've had enough of you. It's just get this
and then
over
there's
with.
like this weird douchebag that's like getting candy.
Dude, I have it. She almost got ran over by this. This guy. This guy has 2 seconds of screen time. He's the worst actor in the whole movie.
He's like, look at this weird single snowball.
The poor guy has no lines, but he's just like, and it's awful. And she's like, whatever.
She's like, I almost saved your life because he
Yeah.
was like going like this on the thing. Which you would be like, oh, there's curses going around. Maybe I should stay away from
Well,
that.
she tells him, hey, don't tip that. It's going to fall on you. And then she immediately goes and does it because her chocolate won't fall down. And then, so we got to explain it because I couldn't really show it, but she sticks her hand in the machine, right? And then the fishies, they all start falling and these, the spiral things, it just goes crazy. So it
There
like,
is not enough power in these little spiral
yeah,
things to do what it does. It shreds her arm.
but it's the dark magic, Jared. It spins really fast. It shreds her hand
Oh,
off.
and then she's in a hospital. She just got a limb like taken off. She's
Yeah.
not. It wasn't like a fatal kind of death or injury,
Yeah,
but she's in a like. How did she die?
I
It
don't know.
doesn't make sense.
I guess she lost a lot of blood, but wouldn't someone come
Even
help her?
still, a nurse would be like, "Oh crap, get her to the ICU real fast or something."
Because I thought the thing was gonna fall on her.
Yeah,
Because
I thought
like you
she.
said, but she just kind of like trips on her own blood and just lies there and dies.
She doesn't even trip. She just like falls on the floor and goes, "I'm done."
Yeah, she says help. No one helps. And look at the candy was called Good Fortune, and she had the fortune card.
My God.
The
And then her car
wheel.
shows up.
Yep. Wheel of
What?
Fortune.
Wait, what is that? Great taste. It
Great
still doesn't tell
taste.
me what that is.
It's a snowball. It's called Great Taste.
But why is it a single?
It's a hospital, man. You can't be getting a double. So no one showed up for this funeral, but they're there.
No one liked Twin.
Tara's there.
Jordan, but he's dead.
Jordan's dead. Kyle's dead.
Yeah, no one likes her.
And he's like, "Do you believe me now?" And she's like,
And
"I
she's like,
guess."
maybe, I guess.
And he's
And
like,
he's like, son of a.
He's like, "Are you still? Is this the part where he's like, are you still coming over?"
Yeah.
And she's like, "I guess." No, she's like, "I didn't get invited to prom, so I have to
Duh.
come." So they're gonna hide out at his house because he's very scared. And then they see the late Tara sees the lady.
And she's like, "What are you doing here?" Oh no, that's later.
Oh, I think it's this part where he asks. Oh well. So the deacon brings in the detective, and the detective's all, "Can I talk to them alone?" And the deacon's like, "I don't think
I'm not
so."
comfortable with that. And
And
he's
they're
like,
like,
"They're
"It's
not gonna spill the juicy deets with the deacon in here."
yeah." And so they're like, "It's fine." And he's like, "Okay, I'll leave."
Get out of here, young deacon.
So they tell him what happened, but they're like, "Detective's not gonna listen to us
Deacon
because."
Preston's like, "Hey, the cards, death, me next."
The detective's like, "Oh, that's a coincidence, but I don't think
These
it has nothing
kids
to do
are
with the cards."
crazy.
So he like goes out of the room for a second, and she's like, he's never gonna believe it. So he grabs the file, and Preston's like, "You're crazy, but I like it." She's like, "Yeah," and then she goes back to the turd mobile and starts trying to put the puzzles, all the pieces together, because she still doesn't believe Preston, I guess. Preston's at home, like she's like, "Don't be tempted by that tux," because he's like, he wants to put the tux on, and he's like, "Dang it, I just," and she's not showing up, and he's like,
This is
"Maybe."
like one movie where the guy was correct about everything,
Mhm.
gives a solution, no one cares.
No one cares. Um, he's like, "Dang it, I'm just gonna go and have the best night of my life and die." Um, but before he could get there, Sarah comes in, and they like made an announcement, and they're like,
Yeah, he
"Preston
won.
has won prom king," and Tara's like, "Oh no!" And she tries to call him, but he doesn't answer. And then
This is hilarious.
Sarah comes and he's like, "I got your crown," and he's
She
like,
like
"Oh.
forces it on his head and he's like, "Dang it."
Yeah," and he's like, "Dang it!" And the chandelier falls off his head and kills him.
And the cards go, "Yes."
Got another. She screamed because the blood splattered on her face. And he had the emperor, so he was kind of a king. He
Where did
got
his card come from?
it
Did
like
Sarah
fell
have
out
it?
of his jacket.
My God.
Okay, so we talked to
Oh,
this
this is where she's
lady.
like, "What the heck? Who are you?"
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, I'm just watching."
I
And
just
she's like,
watched.
"You're watching us all die?" And she's like, "Well, I was looking for that sign that she has on her arm because it's like turned into a symbol." And she's like, "It's the blood pact." And I was waiting for one of you. And she's like, "So you just watched us all die until you found one of us?" And she's like,
I had to be
"Well,
sure.
you're all wearing sleeves. I can't see your arm." And I
I
didn't
can't
know.
tell kids to roll up their
Yeah,
sleeves.
it would be kind of weird. And she's like, "Who are you?" And she's like, "Oh, my brother died from the curse." And she's like, "Okay." And then she's like, "You're the chosen one." And Tara's like, "I'm not the chosen one. What are you, crazy?"
And
And
she's like,
then
"Well, you're not the chosen one, but you were marked by that lady."
she's like, "So,"
And the whole time the deacon's in the background, like, "What the hell?"
and then she's like, "There's only one way out of this. Blood must be paid with blood." Tara's like, "Okay." So Tara, yeah, that was the blood pact.
Gross.
So Tara goes
That's
back
not
to,
a blood pack, Joseph. That's rash.
that's a rash. It's itchy.
And this
Um,
dude's just outside, like, "What's up?"
Laughing. So Tara goes back to New Orleans, drives all the way back, and she's gonna go back to the lady, and he's like, "Hey, he's expecting you," and she's like, "You're scary."
She's like, "I do want that tattoo," and goes down there. And
And then so she goes in there, and some hands go, and she's like, "Ah!"
she's like, "Booga booga."
She's like, "Ah!" So she sits there, and then she's like, "You killed all my friends. What's wrong with you?" And she's like, "Ah," something about fate and stuff like that, and starts, twirling her knife. She stabs her in the hand.
Ah!
And then, like I mentioned,
And
she's chained to the table, so she pulls
and
on the
she's like,
chain.
"I've seen Star Wars."
Oh yeah, because she starts using the force, right? She starts like moving stuff around and throwing stuff, and she's like, "Oh my goodness!" So she gets the
Uh,
chain.
I was talking about using the chain to choke this
Oh yeah, that's
lady.
true too. So she does. She chokes the lady, and then she becomes one with the dark side of the Force to go haunt some Sith tomb somewhere. And the day is saved, and she gives her last flower to her dad. And she puts a card too. That's kind of rude. I don't think he'd want that, but
She
it's
just
like
cursed the dead guy.
cursed the dick.
Is
I
that
thought
the poster?
no, that was for the next movie. I'm not ready to
Oh.
go there. So Tara survived. She was the last girl, and I thought she was going to become the next
Yeah, I thought she was the
tarot
next old
reader,
lady,
but I
yeah.
was wrong. We're always wrong. Um, but that's it. Tarot curse. Jared, what'd you think of it?
It was like dumb, but it was kind of entertaining.
Yeah,
It's not the worst we've seen.
no, I kind of like this better than Match.
Do you?
Yeah, I like the group dynamic. It was kind of like
What
Final
are you talking
Destination
about? Match had Ryan and
for like
that
a
one
second.
lady, and then
For like a second, it's like they needed people to kill because their death count wasn't
I
high
think this
enough.
one really pissed me off because they just wouldn't listen to
They wouldn't
Preston.
listen to Preston. He was like that guy in Scream. He was like, I know, I've seen the movies. And they didn't care. They just didn't care. So, um, since this took place in New Orleans, I think we have to give it a Zataran's Chicken Alfredo TV dinner.
I don't think
Pretty
they
cool.
do TV dinners, do they?
They do. I saw them in Walmart this weekend.
Hmm.
So yeah, Zataran's chicken Alfredo is what you get to. Okay, next time.
Chicken Alfredo? That's not very New Orleans.
Well, I know, but it's Zataran's. Next
R.L.
time,
Stein?
R.L. Stein's Pumpkinhead. This one's getting some play on commercials for like I saw it on the football game and stuff. So,
Is this the new
Pumpkinhead.
one?
What?
Is this new?
Yeah, this just came out. Pumpkinhead was a series of horror movies, but this is not related to it.
It
This
doesn't
is
look like it.
based on R.L. Stein's story. So,
R.L. Stein, that's the Goosebumps guy, isn't it?
yeah. So, we're going to see
And I guess
Pumpkinhead.
Dustin from Stranger Things is gonna bat it away.
We'll see next time on
It's-
It Came from Tubi. So, if you like bad movies, throw us some likes to help us out and subscribe to the channel and notify yourself for even more good stuff to come. And we will see you next time. Bye.